What's up, toy fans? It's been ages.
Yeah.
We are back. Loads of live stuff going on, but we're not going to bore you with it. We're just going to show you some really awesome toys. So that's Ben.
That's Muggsy. And this
is Bugsy's Toy Box.
Right, guys, as Muggsy said, we are back. We're not going to bore you with why it's taken us ages to come back, but we are back.
Yeah, so here we are, and we've made some really good pickups. We got a massive box of random bits.
Yeah.
We've had loads of stuff for our personal collection, so in the next few videos, we'll dip and dab into the bits that we got for our personal collection.
Break it all down just to sort of treat you guys with a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah. So
here we go.
So let's dig straight in. So do you want to kick us off, mate? We got some random stuff, so we're going to go through that.
I'm going to start with, if anybody knows who this is, one of my favourite films from the 90s. Everybody's got to know who this is. It's Archer, Emissary of the Gorgonites from Toy Soldiers, if I can get him to focus properly. He is awesome. With one of his accessories, he's missing his bow and a couple of other bits, but he is awesome.
He's such really cool figures.
Yeah, Hasbro. So, yeah, awesome figure. So it's nice to start off with something a little bit different, something that I don't think we've picked up and shown you guys before. So
no, we've had
toyversity.
Yeah, I think the only thing to that, we had a big Archer before.
Oh yeah, we had the 12-inch one where you push the chest and it lights up.
Yeah, that's the only one we've ever had. And you have to say Emissary of the Gorgonites, just like that.
Yeah, you can't not say it.
Otherwise it doesn't work. No. Right. We got some 2000X He-Man figures. So, let me see. We've got a Beastman. I'll tell you what, like, this guy has been
detail on these
sculpted.
is wicked.
He's been sculpted really well. Like, we've had a few of the 2000X He-Man figures in the past, but not loads.
Like actual He-Men rather than the other figures. But they're more exaggerated than the original ones. Sort of obviously a lot longer limbs. They're a lot taller. They just look more sort of battle ready. But they are really, really cool figures.
We do have his whip, but I've put it down somewhere.
Misplaced.
Yeah. So he is complete with the bits that he comes with. And yeah, I'm not so sure about that motion.
He's just sort of like bear clawing, isn't he? Now he looks like he's doing the front crawl.
Moving on. And we have one of the many versions of 2000X He-Man.
Is this Jungle He-Man?
Well, I mean, he's got a bow and arrow, so maybe. He's got his two little knives there. I think he's missing one arrow. Yeah, he's missing one arrow.
He came with two red arrows.
But other than that, he is complete. He's got his little knives, he's got his loincloth, he's all good.
Yeah.
And he's one of the not as common ones, I think, because he's the tattoo. So there's a couple of tattoo variants, and he is one of them. So yeah, very cool figure. Again, articulation, everything's really good. Like proper neck joints, like good action through there.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a button action. Oh, it was hidden. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that works. Lovely.
Cool. Right, a little bit of carded. I looked in completely the wrong place then. I was looking over here. Camera's over here. Whoa. Right, a little bit of carded. We've got some 1997 Micro Machines. So as you can see, this is Collection 2. From, I can't remember which film came out around this time. You're better with this than me.
Oh, this is when they did all the remasters of the original 3. So this is episode 4, 5 and 6. But this is in like 96?
Yeah, that's right. So it's all made by Galoob. As you can see, you've got the other sets and stuff there at the bottom. Each of the little heads came with their own little figures. So that's just pretty cool. It's a nice little bit of diversity, like something a little bit different. And to go along on the Micro Machines front, we have a Micro Machines Rancor.
I'll tell you what,
this is cool.
Sculpt on it for Micro Machines is decent, isn't it?
Well, for Micro Machines, it's pretty big. But it's the one where you sort of pull his arm up, mouth opens, he eats, and they all come out the back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as Rancors go, he's pretty cool on the smaller scaled ones. He's a bit more cartoony, obviously, to fit with the Micro Machines, but still a pretty cool figure.
If you're going to get a Rancor that was ever considered to be quite cute.
Yeah, a kid-friendly Rancor, if there is such a thing.
Well, all the Star Wars, they were, universal.
It's true, there was no age ranges.
No, absolutely
not.
Right,
what we got next?
We have we did in this big box of stuff that we got from my cousin Bryn. Thank you, Bryn. We got a bunch of more Masters of the Universe and
some OG Masters of the Universe.
In there, I wanted to show this guy off. Is a nice condition complete Orco. So he's actually got his ripcord.
They're always missing, or they're broken. We've tested him out. He's been spinning around on my desk, and he's pretty cool.
Yeah, so there you go. Hong Kong coup. I don't know if they made any other country of origin Orcos or not, because I'm not that au fait with the coup variants and this that, and the other. I just know they exist.
So yeah, right. A little bit for my personal collection now. I'm looking over here because this is where I've currently got my bits. We'll start off with, if you guys obviously following us at Instagram, if you don't, why not? Links in the bottom as usual. Go over there and check us out. You will have seen that I recently picked up and completed my Samurai Wrath from the third movie. I always said I wasn't going to touch any of the movie ones because I don't really like them. The movies aren't too bad, but I didn't like the sculpt of the turtles. But the Samurai ones, I just couldn't not really. I had all the weapons, just didn't have the figures. And the last time we were at the NEC, I picked up Donnie, Mikey and Leo. So just needed Raph, really. So that was cool.
Oh, I wasn't going to collect these ones, and I wasn't going to get any of the monster ones, and I wasn't going to have anything carded.
Yeah, and you're talking about monsters and Universal monsters. I picked up a couple of them recently, as you'll have seen from Instagram. Really, really awesome Mummy Raph, who does glow in the dark, but with the studio lights, obviously is not looking glowy, but he is awesome. And to go with him, Mikey as Frankenstein. Now, I'm just missing Leo as the Wolfman from the first line of these. And then it's on to the elusive second set, which are even harder to find. But they look awesome in the cabinets. I haven't got any weapons for any of them. I've got Don already as Dracula, and I've got a carded one, which Muggsy picked up for me a year or so ago.
Yes, I did.
So they're cool. I'm not massively fussed on the weapons. I just like the figures because they're awesome.
To be fair, these particular ones, they're such good sculpts. And
they don't need weapons, really.
Like the accessories are kind of by the by.
Yeah.
It doesn't particularly add anything to them, really, is there?
No, I mean, value-wise, if you want to buy them, it does, but
I mean,
display purposes, not really.
Just for the look of them.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Right. That is pretty much all of the extracurricular diversity ones. The main lot is we got a big load of WWF Hasbro.
Yes.
A very, very big lot.
Vintage Hasbro.
And we're going to go through our favourites and probably the rarest of the ones that we got in this batch.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no 1, 2, 3 kid. So sorry if you got excited.
Sorry, Dan.
Sorry if you got excited, even though he's a terrible, terrible figure.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to start off with one of my favourite as a kid, other than the Ultimate Warrior, and I don't remember why, because he just seems like, I don't know, quite greasy and like he'd be a sleazeball.
Slick Rick.
Razor Ramon. Now, this is the more standard version of him, where he's got his red trunks and his black vest, but he does have his accessory there. Can't remember if at any point he would have had one of these belts, but we had one spare, and I just thought put him on Razor.
Yeah.
So there he is, action works and everything, and he's in pretty good nick. He's got a bit of play wear on his vest, but other than that, he's pretty good. And you can see his Razor Ramon writing on the back. Now, if you find one of these that's in the purple outfit, he's a lot more sought after.
Oh, yes. Much more sought after.
So, yeah. Who you got, Ben?
Right. I'm going to start with a very, very iconic. I mean, I didn't watch anywhere near as much of this as Muggsy did when we were as kids, but I can't not know who this is. Andre the Giant, one of the absolute giants of wrestling and in the world. I remember reading an article about him being able to drink 72 pints in one sitting.
Of beer?
Yes, of beer. I mean, I don't know how true this article was, or can't even remember where I saw it, but it was just insane.
For those of you around our age who may remember the film The Princess Bride, he was in that.
Oh, he was actually. Yeah. I've never seen it, but I know he was in the film.
Hey, just because it sounds really effeminate,
I didn't say anything. You're taking offence to this, and I've not said anything at all.
Anyway. It was a good film.
I can't tell you if it was or it wasn't. I haven't watched it.
No, but you said about him having pints. He's holding something.
I think he could hold anything with the size of those hands.
I'm just trying to think of a pint glass with like a shot glass in his hand.
It's like a normal person holding a Coke can. That was him holding like a pint.
I imagine him holding a stein, and that would just look like,
Like a thimble full.
Yeah.
Right. Who are we next facing?
I have got, let me see, a couple of Ricks. I have got
Ricks.
Ric Flair and Rick Rude.
All I could think was Rick Stein.
Rick Stein.
I think of fish and chips.
What? Oh yeah. Well, there is a. Is it Rick Stein?
No.
Greg Stein? I think there's a Stein in the wrestling world.
We've tangented again.
We have. We need to stop doing this. We're out of practice. Anyway, yeah, a couple of Ricks. Now these ones, I'd never seen these versions of the Hasbros before in the flesh. They're a lot skinnier.
They're smaller than a normal figure.
Find a standard Hasbro for me, then.
Yeah, we've also got Crush. So Crush being the standard sort of size.
Yeah. Decent figure as well, by the way.
Awesome figure.
So yeah,
you can see one of these. You can see they're a lot skinnier.
A lot skinnier.
And they are shorter.
And I'd never seen this action before. I didn't realise they've got the headlock punch him in the head action. So obviously, imagine someone's head is there and they're like, getting hit in the head.
It's quite a violent action compared to some of the others that are sort of like jump in.
Yeah, I mean, this is. Really, I mean, they're all violent. It's wrestling, but this is just particularly head thumping.
Yeah.
So yeah. Either way, like cool figures.
Yeah. Ludwig. I can't remember his second name. Borger, however you pronounce it. But he is an awesome figure.
Is he quite a rare one?
I believe so. He's got that sort of like body slam action. Really, really nice condition. All the paint's really good. All the way up it. I'm sorry if that's not in focus, but I can't see because he's taken up the camera. And he's got such an angry, grumpy look to his face. That sort of raised eyebrow. And it was quite funny. But I mean, awesome to pick up.
Right, we got Shawn Michaels. There he is. The very suave Shawn Michaels. Now this is we're starting to get into these slightly more sought after figures. I don't think he's particularly rare, but he is a bit more sought after, I think.
Yeah.
He's one of the iconic characters of WWF before they got sued by the other WWF and had to become WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a Yokozuna. So he is the standard one with the red, I want to say belt, but it's not called a belt in sumo, is it?
It's not.
Something else. But either way, the harder to find one is got a white belt.
Yeah.
And these bits are white as well, not red. So yeah. But he's a very cool figure. He's probably one of the biggest as far as widest. There's one that's taller apart from Andre. But yeah, he's one of the bigger versions. I mean, you can see the difference, actually, if I go back to how skinny he is. Look at that. So you just crush him.
Yeah. Right. Next up, we've got the Berserker, who I've never ever heard of, but is an awesome figure. And as I was telling Muggsy earlier, I was in the middle of watching Vikings and stopped because I think I got up to the point it had already come out to. Haven't watched it for a couple of years, so I'm fully back into it now. So it just keeps reminding me of those. But that was an awesome figure to pick up. Yeah, with his sort of material tunic, a little bit of playwear on his horns and stuff. But overall, really nice figure.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we get into the...
Well,
some of the more sought after ones that we're absolutely buzzing to find because we have
did not realise these were even in the box.
Yeah, and we haven't seen them in the flesh ourselves. Only ever pictures of them. So do you want to start? We've got
the Bushwhackers, but the variant versions with their hats.
So I cannot remember which series these came out, but they were the later ones after the original versions of these figures, which are in black with no hats.
And the camo, sort of like black and white camo trousers.
Yeah.
But these sort of pop the hats off. And you see the different facial expressions on these two.
For all intents and purposes, tiny bit of playwear on this one, but other than that...
Yeah, a couple of little pen marks, but they're awesome. Awesome. And you don't see them with the hats.
That often.
No, and I don't know. I guess one hat was specific to... Were they the same? No, they are the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome.
So loving those. Let me see, what else have we got?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we got some WCW as well as the WWF, and we got a bunch of these ones which are made by Toy Masters. Now these are just like hard, like rubber PVC. There's no articulation to them at all. They're just like
Solid
6
figures.
inch solid figures. This is
Hogan's manager.
Something Hart.
Brett? No.
No, Rick Hart.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
Mike Hart, Jeff Hart. I don't know. Like
We'll put it. I'll tell you what. We'll put it on the screen.
okay, there you go. That's his name. There we go. Right, him. I was close. So yeah, so we got a few of these. I think we got a Vader.
Yes.
And we got a tag team of brothers. Cannot remember the name though.
Oh, they've got like fire up their shorts, haven't they?
Yeah, we'll put a picture on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Like to show you off. But yeah, we didn't even know these existed because when I first saw them, I thought, oh, maybe they're LGNs, but they don't look old enough. Because LGN are like 84.
Yeah.
Like whereas these are
mid to late
94.
80s.
So these are like 10 years later. And yeah, but he's in really good nick. All of his.
He just needs a bit of a wet wipe, I think.
He does. He's just a bit grimy because he's been in someone's attic. Yeah, so that's very cool. Bit of diversity on the old wrestling front.
Right. We're getting down to the last 3 figures.
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll go with the 2 and then the 1, yeah?
Okay, yeah, we go with the 2 then the 1. I was going to go the 1 then the 2, but either way.
Okay, right. So you're going to check out a couple of guns now. No.
Oh.
No.
My bad.
Yeah. Calm yourself down. Billy and Bart Gunn. Now, we did not really know a lot about these, truth be told.
No.
I think I'd kind of fallen away from watching wrestling as much when these guys really came onto the scene properly.
Yeah. Season 11, these were from. If I
But yeah, so you've got
rightly.
Billy Gunn, Bart Gunn. And apparently these are pretty sought after.
Yeah.
As we've done a bit of research.
The condition on these is amazing. The actions work perfectly.
Would you like to have a go?
I would. I've got to remember what.
This one is a pullback and punch.
And this is like a. It's like a clothesline.
There you go.
But yeah, they are awesome condition. Look at that. Nothing. There's no playwear on these at all. Not that I can see.
I mean, to be fair, at the moment, I've got Billy Gunn pretending to be Superman. There we go.
But no, awesome to find one of them, let alone the pair.
And again, we were aware that they were harder to find, but we didn't know that much about them until we literally just got them in the mail. We did some more research, and we were like,
yeah,
wow.
and we got some help from our good friend Dan Plastic,
and
Aaron from Empire 1138, and Andy from Andy Source Models, who have helped us out with the harder to sort of identify bits because they're much more clued up than we were.
They are. When it comes to the Hasbros, they are much more clued up. I know a bit, but they know a lot.
Yes.
So thank you, Toy Division.
Yes. Right. We'll put a link to that in the description below. Because if you guys aren't part of Toy Division, head over there. It's just loads of really cool people chatting toys. There's no buying, there's no selling. It's literally just chatting, showing off collections. It's awesome.
It's wicked. Yeah.
Right. To finish it off, the last figure we have to show you, not the last one we found because we knew it was coming, is this bad boy. Adam Bomb.
No.
Check that out. If I'm just trying to do it justice by getting it in the right light, and the condition of this thing is insane.
Now, this guy, along with Dusty Rhodes and along with the 1-2-3 kid with the 3 main Hasbros that we knew were the hard to find ones.
Got that hammer fist action. It's just so good.
So when we realised that he was in with all the other bits, we
got quite excited.
We got quite excited.
And the parcel arrived to me at about 11 this morning, and I resisted the urge all the way up until tonight to open it, just so we could open it together.
I couldn't believe he did.
I know.
I honestly couldn't.
The willpower was strong on this one.
Willpower is strong.
So guys, I'm just going to jump over you.
No, it's fine, do it.
So guys, this is what we picked up recently. We thank you to everybody that came and saw us at the NEC. Thank you to everybody for their continued support, even though we've sort of gone a little bit quiet over the last couple of months. Thank you to all our new subscribers, our new followers. We've got an awesome giveaway to give back to you guys that's running on Instagram at the moment. I fluffed it up a little bit and Muggsy very kindly helped me correct it. So head over to Instagram. I'll stick the link in the below. Enter it, because as soon as we get to hit that 1,000 followers on Instagram, one lucky person will be winning that massive bundle of toys. So guys, thank you for watching, and as always,
keep it unpunched.